Hey, what's up, everybody? Today we're going to be replacing the lower control arms and the Panhard bar on this 1983 Chevy Camaro. You're going to want to back the car up on some ramps, and you're going to want to choke off the front tires. Now you're going to go ahead and jack up the car. Here's my lower control arm. You can tell this thing has got tons of rust on it. Yeah, we definitely need to replace this. So we're gonna get some WD-40, or I like using this Super Tech lubricant spray bolts. I also like getting on the inside. Now you're gonna wanna let that sit for a few minutes. Let that thing work its magic, and then we'll be back to take those bolts off. Okay, so this is gonna take two 18mm sockets. Now we're gonna do the same thing for the other side. Now this thing can come out. So here's a side-by-side comparison. The old rusted factory control arm and the new UMI Performance. This is a huge upgrade. Definitely liking this red color, and I think I'm gonna stick with this brand for the entire rebuild. Okay, let's see the difference in weight. So here's the factory control arm at 4.5 pounds. Now the new control arm from UMI is at, we'll say 4.3. So not a big difference in weight. Okay. So you're supposed to lubricate these ends on both sides. This will help make it easier to go in. Now, you don't want to tighten these all the way. You want to leave some slack on those bolts. Once we get both in there, you got to lower the car and get the weight back on the rear of the car before you tighten these all the way down. That's why I have it on these ramps, to make it easier. So once I lower it, I still have enough height to get under here and work on the car. These are still loose. Now we're gonna lower the car. We're gonna torque it down to 72 foot-pounds. This thing looks nice. You're gonna repeat the same process for the other side, and you're gonna want to pump this with 1 to 1.5 pumps of grease. Instructions say not to put too much. You don't want to overdo it. Probably will go on Amazon and buy the little covers for these fittings. I don't think they're necessary, but they'd be nice to have. And then maybe later on down the road, I'll probably replace these bolts. Now we're going to be replacing the Panhard bar. It's a pretty simple process. 1 bolt on this side, 1 bolt on that side. This is going to be an 18 millimeter on the nut and a 21 millimeter on the bolt head. Here's the comparison between the two. Weight of the factory Panhard bar. So 5.5 pounds. Okay, let's see how much the UMI bar weighs. 6.5 pounds, so we gained a pound. I wouldn't say that's necessarily a bad thing, but I'm definitely gonna note that. The way we're gonna adjust the new bar is by setting it right on top of the old one. I've already put a bolt through that side, and then I'm gonna adjust this side until the bolt goes through. Whenever you're adjusting this, you want to try to keep these two distances the same as much as possible. So every time I turn one, I'm gonna also turn the other until we get this perfectly even. Now that this side is even, I'm gonna double check it by sliding the bolt in. It went right in. So now we're just gonna move these all the way to the outside, just so that this doesn't move. We won't tighten these all the way until we bring the car back down. And then just make sure that both of your grease fittings are pointing in the same direction. Now we can go ahead and install the bar. Now that the car is back on the ground, I'm gonna tighten these all the way down. Hey, if you guys found this video helpful, go ahead and hit that like button and also subscribe to my channel. If you guys have any questions, just go ahead and leave them in the comment section. I'll try to get to everybody if I can. I'm going to be rebuilding this entire car, so I should be putting out more videos. The next thing I'm going to do is replace the coil springs and the shocks in the back. I also got a window motor that just went out that I need to replace for the passenger side. And I got some other goodies that came with the car, like I mentioned earlier, from my buddy when I bought the car. So I definitely got some replacement parts ready to go on. I just gotta go ahead and find the time to do it. So yeah, you guys stay tuned.
Hey, yeah, let's see how you do under pressure. Oh, yeah, I've been wanting this shit forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Okay, hey, yeah, ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early, feeling rich like I'm